Perfect. We will go ahead and get started shortly with Joe Chats. Joe, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Chris. You gotta deal with me. Thank you, Jamie, as
What's
always,
up? What's
for the
up?
time. Chris, really exciting evening, a tight game throughout. Curious just kind of how you felt. You had opportunities that you had to turn away in both halves. I'm curious how you felt about the performance overall.
Yeah, overall, I felt good. I mean, today it was more about the mental side of things than anything. How long our boys could see it through, because it's hot. We're away. We've been doing a week of travel, so yeah, the mental side was the key, and our guys were able to see it out, hunker down, and secure the 3 points.
What goes into that mental preparation when it is hot? Is it just someone being endlessly positive, or is it, a combination of things?
Yeah, no, I mean, it takes first and foremost, it takes leaders. So guys like, Rafa, Mao, you got Kai coming in and really holding everybody around them accountable, including themselves, making sure that you're doing that running, you're making that sprint, you're making that effort, because although you may be tired, you know, Kansas City's probably just as tired. So the key for us was, yeah, having those leaders with us. And then also, I think ahead of the game, knowing that it's going to be hot, hydration, treating your body right, eating right, that all went into it. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's can you see it through? Can you fight? Can you be the stronger warrior?
And finally, I'll get you with this one. There was an opportunity, the first one you had to deal with from Alan Polito. It's in the 23rd minute, I believe. Just if you wouldn't mind walking us through, you kind of had to go to your, let me make sure I got the night right. Or, yeah, you had to go to your left on that save, and just kind of dealing with that target defensively that you have to constantly worry about, and also, position yourself well while understanding your reactions. How does that work? And just, you make a big save early, it just sets momentum.
That was the diving one in the air to my left, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So things that run through my head as a goalkeeper, just making sure I'm in the right line with the shooter. Right as he touches it in, watching film, we knew that Russell, and on the other side, you got guys like Polito and those guys who they're looking to cut in essentially and either shoot or combine. And they did a fair amount of that. So as soon as he cut in, just kind of making sure that I'm in line with the ball, and then reacting as quick as I can off of how the ball comes off of his foot. So it happened to go to my left. And it wasn't a curler necessarily. It was a strong shot, just one that he really just parried to the side. And then making sure that right after the save, the guys on that opposite side are staying tuned in, making sure that we don't give away possession. That's kind of all that went into it.
And Jamie, is there anyone else asking? I've got one more question, if that's okay.
Yo, let's go to Casey and then we'll come back to you.
Thank you. Sorry.
You're good. Casey, go ahead.
Yeah, you talked about the mental side of things to see this game out. Obviously, it's pretty well documented that you all have left some points on the table throughout the season in terms of giving up late goals. Is there anything tactically or from the training ground you guys have worked on to tighten it up at the end of the games that's helped you see these out? Or is it really just a matter of just not making mental errors late?
It's a little bit of everything. So I'll go through first and foremost, the break really helped us, letting our minds reset, get off of the football, and then coming back into it. It was kind of like a fresh start. So I don't think the guys, including myself, are really thinking about what may have happened in the beginning of the season. And many people know that the second half of the season is it's a whole new season. So then the other part that goes into it is, like you had said, on the training ground, working on kind of like tactical situational things. So maybe you're down a goal, and how do you play with your team when you're down a goal and chasing, or you're up a goal? How do you defend that lead? So little things like that we'll work on. Obviously, May was a busy month, so didn't have too much time on the training ground to work on all that. But those are some things that us as a team would work on, just to perfect that part of the game.
Absolutely. And is there a sense of maybe confidence within the group knowing that maybe y'all could could have had more points in the so far that, if you just clean up that one part of the game, the late in the game, that you could really rise up the table quickly?
Yeah, I think even throughout the first part of the season, we knew that. It was just big part of it was mental. And yeah, I think now we're all in a good spot, good headspace, physically prepared for anything. So yeah, I would say so.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, we'll take one more. Joe, go ahead.
And thanks again. Just Carlos is back. What's the impact he has on the team, both on and off the pitch when he's there?
Huge. I mean, it adds a great amount of strength to the back line. It's great having guys like Rafa, Wyatt, Kendall, Mao. But yeah, when I saw Carlos come back out, I was thinking, all right, like this is a strong back line. We're gonna do our job, and we did it.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. Safe travels home, man.
Hey, thank you guys.